Hi ladies, so I wanted to do a quick video for you to talk to you about the ways that I fight off a yeast infection or a urinary tract infection naturally. I do not like using antibiotics when I have a yeast infection or a urinary tract infection. The reason being, I find that when I take antibiotics, especially for a urinary tract infection, it doesn't always solve the problem. It actually can just make it worse. Most of the antibiotics that you use for a urinary tract infection kill literally all of the bacteria in your system, including the good bacteria. So if you don't replace the good bacteria after you've used the antibiotic, you can go on to have even more urinary tract infections in the future. And then when it comes to a yeast infection, it is so easy to cure a yeast infection naturally. I find that especially when you're pregnant, you do not want to be using the over-the-counter things for yeast infections or urinary tract infections. I mean, some women feel comfortable doing that, but me personally, I don't want to be using antibiotics and things while I'm pregnant. I just feel like if you can get rid of them naturally, that's the route you should go. Because I found these things very, very helpful, I wanted to do a video for you to show you how to get rid of them naturally on your own. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is yeast infections. I tend to get a lot of yeast infections, especially when I'm pregnant. Pregnancy seems to just I seem to have a constant yeast infection when I'm pregnant. And I know there's a lot of women out there who've been pregnant or are pregnant now, and they can identify with that. So the main thing that I use when I have a yeast infection, and a lot of you are going to find this very gross, but it works. Garlic clove. So what I do is I pick out the biggest garlic clove possible. I cut off the top part that's a little bit more rigid and nubby just so that it doesn't hurt me when I insert it. And then what I do is I take a knife and I pop just a few holes in the garlic clove. And then I take the garlic clove and I insert it into my vagina. I have never had an issue with the garlic clove taking it out or having it fall out or feeling like it's stuck at all. I've never had that issue. I know there are some women out there who will they'll thread a little string into the center of the garlic clove and tie it, insert it, and then have the string hanging out so that when they do want to pull it out, they can pull it out and feel like it's not going to get lost up there. I've never needed to do that, but I mean, if that gives you more comfort, go for it. The garlic clove, basically, you would insert it when you see a sign of a yeast infection, and then you would keep a garlic clove in there either overnight, or you can leave it in all day. Take it out in the night or the morning, and then reinsert another one. I usually will do this for 2 days, so 2 garlic cloves, and then if I have a yeast infection, it'll be gone within the 2 days. And then while I'm doing the garlic clove, I'll take a probiotic pill. This has 11 billion live cells in it. I'll take one of these probiotic pills, and then so I'll do the garlic method and I'll take the probiotic pills, and I find that that clears up my yeast infection. Another option is you can actually take a probiotic pill and insert the probiotic pill instead of a garlic clove. You just have to make sure that the probiotic pills you get dissolve easily. The ones that I have are the gel capsule ones with the powder in the center. And I find that these dissolve really well. So same as the garlic clove, you just insert one of these, do it for a couple of days, and then I find that that cures my yeast infections, and I have no issues after that. Urinary tract infections, a little bit more comprehensive and a little more difficult to cure, but if you catch them early enough, it's very easy to cure them naturally. So I actually am reading off of what my naturopath recommended for me. I only started curing UTIs naturally since the last miscarriage. I had 2 UTIs since then, and I've cleared them up both naturally. Before that, I was using Macrobid to clear them up, and it never was working for me. So what I have been doing to prevent a urinary tract infection, I take a cranberry pill every single day. So this is 1,132 milligrams. I take 1 to 2 of these a day. When I have a urinary tract infection, I'll increase the dose of the cranberry pills to 4 pills a day. On top of that, I drink cranberry juice. Make sure that you get an all-natural cranberry juice, one that's 100%, no other added ingredients in it. It's just pure cranberry juice. And you have to take pure cranberry juice 2 ounces for 2 to 4 times a day. If you're using cranberry pills, you can just take this 2 times a day. If you're not using cranberry pills, take it 4 times a day. The next thing that you need to take is vitamin C. I don't have my vitamin C pills to show you, but you take at least 2 grams of vitamin C per day if you have a urinary tract infection. So that's a lot of vitamin C. And I noticed that taking that higher dose, sometimes it can give me diarrhea. But if you can get through the little hump of having diarrhea, vitamin C is very, very beneficial. The other thing that you can take is zinc. Okay, so zinc. So zinc, you take 50 milligrams of zinc a day. Okay, so when you have a UTI, take 50 milligrams of zinc a day. On top of that, raw garlic. So if you can bear it, consume the raw garlic, just eating it, or insert it like you would a yeast infection, insert a clove of garlic during that time. On top of all of this, continue to take your probiotics. If I don't insert a piece of garlic, I insert a probiotic pill when I have a UTI. And then biggest thing you need to do is drink loads of water. Drink water to the point where you feel like you're peeing constantly. That's how much water you should be consuming, because the water is so important because it helps flush all of that bad bacteria out. So I'm going to read over that list again just so that you have a clear, actually no, better yet, I'm going to put the prescription for UTIs and yeast infections in the description box, so it's easier for you to access. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully all of these things help you out if you have a UTI or a yeast infection, and hopefully they can prevent you from needing to take anything that's antibiotic or unnatural. So thank you for watching.